Periyava Sharanam, Experiences with His Holiness, narrated by R. Natarajan, Tiruvannamalai, compiled by T.S. Kodandarama Sharma. I came to Kanchi in the year 1954 to serve in the Kanchi Municipality High School, a place that was strange to me. My father's maternal uncle was a Mudradikari of Sri Matham in Chengalpet. Obtaining a letter from him, I came to Kanchipuram. Going straight to Sri Matham, I met Sri Karyam Sri C.S. Vishwanatha Iyer. My age at that time was 21 years. I was very lean, wearing a 4-cubit dhoti. I stood there before Sri Paramacharya and bowed to him. As he had received information from the manager, he asked me with compassion, "When are you going to report for duty? Where are you going to stay?" "I am going to report today itself," I said, and stopped there. 5 minutes of silence. Then the Uttaravu orders came. "You stay in Sri Matham, except during the school time. Be with me." There was no limit to my happiness. Such a fortune, I wondered. Keeping my trunk and bed at one side in a room and wearing the school dress, I did Namaskaram to Sri Mahaswami. Raising his hand, Sri Swamigal blessed me. "You will be well." Going to school at 7:30 every morning, I would be back at 5 in the evening. After that, only Sri Periyaval Seva service. I was required to read the newspapers such as the Hindu at night. At intervals, I needed to reply to the questions that Periyava might ask me. He would ask me about the lessons I took in class. It was a daily test for me. On the 3rd day of my joining duty, an interview from the Tamil Nadu government came for me. The job was that of the Khadi inspector. I was somewhat tempted to take it. Had I gone to that job, I would have now retired in the minimum as a deputy director. How to inform this matter to Sri Periyaval? I told the senior manager, but he did not like me accepting the offer. That night, with great apprehension, I informed Sri Paramacharya about this news. Looking keenly at me, he said, suddenly lifting his right hand, "You be here, you will be well." That was all. I did not inform anyone about the interviews that came thereafter. That single Ashirvada, blessing, became the Moola Karanam, root cause of the distinction, fame and awards I obtained in my work as a school teacher. For 4 years, from 1954 to 1958, I had the fortune of serving Sri Mahaswami by staying near him. What affection, what compassion, what love! They can't be explained in words. He would call me only Nataraju with affection. If it was 9 o'clock in the night, "Poi saaptu va, go have your meal," he would say. My meal was arranged in Sri Matham itself. The 3rd Kala session puja on some days would start at 9:30 in the night and end at 11 o'clock. Only a very few people would be present for the occasion, me among them. 1954, March 22nd. The dawn of the golden time of Shankara Matham. Yes, the day my Gurunathar was elected Mathadipati and took charge. The day of distinction when the Mayor Sri Subramanian was crowned as the 69th Pithadipati of Sri Matham with a new Namam Sri Jayendra Saraswati. When the festivity that took place in the Sarvatirtham was over and both the Periyavargal were walking towards Sri Kamakshi Amman temple, I had the rare fortune of conversing with Sri Jayendra. What followed it? Only that I became one of the principal disciples of Sri Jayendra Saraswati Swamigal, known as Sri Periyava, which continues to date. 50 years since I became a disciple. To say that I am the senior most disciple can't be an overstatement. Sri Paramacharya shaped Sri Jayendra for the new responsibilities with love and strictness at the same time. When I was not with Sri Paramacharya, I would be with Sri Periyava. Until 12 or even 1 o'clock at night, we would converse about many things. Such an experience I got for 21 years. I consider this as a great fortune I got in my life. To be continued, Periyava Sharanam.